I was waiting for your eyes to come up. I didn't want to talk until you were looking. Thursday, NHL Puck Props presented by Bet99. Josh Inglis, Carlo Colaiacovo. Beat up yesterday in about as beat up in a 3-game slate as you can get. You got
no kidding.
We got the Mercer point early. You're like,
early.
Going to be a good day.
Bonus.
And then I just went to bed. Third period, Montreal game. I'm like, this is enough.
Yeah, that middle of the night piss definitely didn't work out for you this time, did it?
1-1.
Yeah.
We should just be betting Calgary under 1.5 goals basically every game.
I saw yesterday it was the least amount of goals that they've scored through a 7-game span or 8-game span in franchise history. 12.
How does that happen in a locker room when things like just the wheels don't get going? Like you said yesterday on the show, you were saying like you can lose the season. You can't win it in the first 10 games, but you can certainly lose it.
Yeah.
Can you turn the wheels? Can you turn the wheels around 180? It's got to be tough, right?
I mean, you can. I mean, Edmonton's done it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, but you don't got the best player in hockey on your.
And that's what I mean. Like, there's circumstances that are different. I mean, last year the Nashville Predators didn't recover.
Yeah.
Right, from their slow start, and with the way Calgary is struggling to score, you find it hard to believe that they're going to recover from their slow start. And you wonder, how much pressure that's going to put on certain players on that roster of now being players that are discussed about playing somewhere else for the rest of the season. So,
all right. Happy good morning to the pumpers in the chat. Big, I think 12 game slate, 24 games, 24 teams in action. You let me know what you're betting on the side. I can't catch everything. I've tried to go through the list, and obviously my first angle is trying to find guys who have moved up in the order. I think that's literally the easiest thing you can do in point props. It's been good this year, was bad last night, but we're still up on the season. But that's where we go. We're going to go through all the games, and if I got nothing, I just want to just give me what you think on the game quick. Anything. It can be a sentence. Anything works here. Chicago, Tampa Bay, you know what we're starting here? Chicago money line. Chicago plus 250
on the road
versus Tampa Bay. Chicago points in 7-8. Tampa Bay 1-5 straight up to begin the year. Kucherov back at practice, but just 3 points on the season, coming off an illness. Vasilevsky has yet to get a win. Neither team great in expected goal for percentage. Tampa Bay on pace for 55 points. Now listen to this quote from John Cooper. I can't decipher it. The guy's smarter than everybody else in the league. I don't know. John Cooper could end up being Gary Bettman, you think, at the end of the day? If there's one coach who could be that guy? You think Coops would be it?
Why would you say that?
I don't know, because he's a lawyer background. He's smart, and
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
When's Bettman? When do you think Bettman's out?
I think he's already overextended his stay.
Yeah. He's lingering, that's for sure. But this is John Cooper. We've got to start erring on the side of brilliance a little bit. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, err on the side of brilliance, maybe meaning focus on the positives, right? Because there hasn't been much good going on in Tampa right now. They sit last in the Eastern Conference. Who had that in their bingo balls, on their bingo card?
Bingo balls.
Yeah.
Who had that in their bingo balls? That's awesome. Now, Spencer Knight, hell of a goalie. 78-1 for Vezina. Now, I'm getting a little carried away with some of my future stuff right now, pal, but 1.96 goals against, 937 save. Greaves, Dobish, Knight. That's what it goes for. Goals saved above expected per 60. Now, here's something interesting. Now, Foligno, do you know what happened with Foligno?
Nick Foligno?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to take a leave of absence to attend to a health situation with his daughter.
So there's a guy to cheer for today. Absolutely. Yeah. 12-year-old daughter had follow-up surgery for congenital heart disease. He's back in the lineup. Got to be good. It's always good to get your captain back for sure, but it's always good to be when you can put some personal details into your profession and cheer for a guy like Foligno, no?
Absolutely. These are situations that you actually cheer for. In life, not just people, but situations, because, remember, we watch these guys because we love sports. We watch these games because people love to gamble on them. But at the end of the day, these are real life situations that players go through, and in Mark and Nick's case has had to deal with his young daughter since birth. And the fact that everything has been such a success story leading up to this point, you cheer for the good vibes around that.
Absolutely. So cheering for him, cheering for Chicago today in the spot at plus 250. Philly.
So sorry, while you were talking, I was just trying to look at the last couple of games of Tampa. They lost at Columbus, at Detroit, at Washington. They're on a three-game road losing streak. They had a 4-3 win in Boston to kick off the road trip. So their upcoming game right now, they're back home after that long road trip. It's been a couple days since they last played. They haven't played a game since October 18th.
Yeah, it's not a great spot.
Yeah. So clearly value here with Chicago that feels like it's playing pretty good hockey right now.
Yeah, 250. We've been a little confident in Chicago. I think the stack is Bertuzzi and Bedard, but we'll see how it goes there. Plus 250. I really like that price. Now, just try to make sure we get through everything. Philly, Ottawa, let's go. Philly team total over 2.5, minus 125. Owen Tippett for a point. The Sens have allowed 3+ goals in every game, 4.71 goals against, the worst PK in hockey at 58%. Tippett, 1 goal in 3 straight, and a team best 5 and 6. Allmark struggling. The loss of Brady isn't helping defensively. Captain Sean Couturier has enjoyed the addition to Tippett on his line. He said, I think we've played together at times in the past, and Tip is hot right now, so just trying to give him the puck and use his shot, his speed. He's playing really well. I think we're just trying to extend some stuff, offensive zone, and create some cycles, bring pucks to the net, and capitalize. I mean, it's not like that's super actionable content, but I mean, when you get someone on your line, I believe it's Couturier, Tippett, and Konechny right now. I don't see a big edge in who the favorite in this game, despite Philadelphia being plus 130, no?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Philly rolling pretty good right now, right? I mean, they're in a decent spot in the standings. It feels like they're starting to find their identity under their new coach, Rick Tocchet. And, this looks like a spot for Ottawa. When you're looking at the schedule, you're like, okay, this has got to be a win. But they've been struggling as of late. And they need an Allmark game is what they need. They need Allmark to step in and say, okay, I'm winning this game for us. Because Philly's going to fight. Philly's going to battle. And it just seems like especially in the last game against the Oilers, it was a nice comeback that Ottawa had in the third, but it just seems like every mistake is ending up in the back of their net. And that's just a feeling that some teams go through, and they've got to find a way to bounce back out of it.
Yeah, agreed. And I think a lot of last year's play, when they were playing good hockey, like Linus Hallmark was winning them games.
Yeah.
He was the difference. Yeah. And when you don't have that, then it's a different game.
Yeah.
Anaheim, Boston. Anaheim's even money to Boston's minus 120. I know the market doesn't like Boston at all, but you'd think, is this a letdown spot at Boston after the Brad Marchand game? West Coast
emotional letdown, yeah.
But I mean, I'm not running out to get Anaheim at even money on the road.
You're not?
No, I don't want Anaheim at even money. I think that team's overpriced right now.
Okay. That's a fair way to look at it.
I don't know. I believe Chris Kreider's out with an illness. He left his last game. Cutter Gauthier will move up to that top line. Breaking up my favorite line of the season, McTavish, Seneca.
Beckett, Seneca. Yeah.
Seneca and Gauthier, but Gauthier might move up. So maybe some things to monitor in that game in terms of lines when the boys skate today. No Ricky Stanicki point. Who's Ricky Stanicki? What's that from?
Ricky Stanicki.
No idea.
I thought he was referencing Stanky. Oh, Senecky. Ricky Stanicki, maybe?
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's okay. Just let it keep rolling. Also, another future bet I just placed today, like Marty St. Louis, coach of the year, Schaefer, rookie of the year, Cale Makar for Vezina, And
Vezina, no, Vezina.
Oh, sorry,
Vezina,
Cale
Norris.
Makar for Norris, and Jack Eichel, Art Ross. I think $25, $29 pays me $20,000 or something.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you after, bud. I'll send it to you after. But no, we're right. Then that's why that leads us to here. Detroit at the Islanders. Detroit kind of let me down yesterday. Didn't score. That's all right. But Schaefer assist plus 130. People are saying it's moved significantly. That's what it was this morning when I started typing this out. I'll double check. Power play 1 pointed in every game, an assist in 5 of 6. Detroit on the second of a back-to-back. Patty Royce said D'Angelo power play 2 in this game after Boqvist quarterback power play 2 last game. And here's more talk on Schaefer as his early rookie scoring is getting into the record book. Schaefer is 1 goal shy of tying Alexander Daigle for the longest career opening point streak by a player 18 years or younger in the expansion era. Game shy. Sorry, not 1 goal, 1 point shy.
1 point shy.
Yeah. He also leads Islander skaters in ice time while manning the top power play unit. It's pretty impressive what he's done. And I think, like you can attest to this, is the game already kind of slowing down for him? Like he's only going to get better at this point.
I don't think it's slowing down for him. It will slow down for him over as he matures throughout the NHL. He's just riding a high right now. Like you got to remember, this is a long NHL season of 82 games. And as a young player, when you're coming in and you're walking into the spotlight, the big stage, oh my God, I'm in the NHL. You're playing with all kinds of adrenaline right now. And he's clearly riding that wave of momentum. But there's going to be a point where he hits a wall. Remember, the guy didn't play many games last year.
Yeah.
17 games he played. So to expect him to play that much, and I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it because he is a special breed. But usually after the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, everybody starts to settle into what they really are, and you go from there. And right now, you just got to ride this hot streak that Schaefer is on, and it's really impressive to watch him fit into the NHL because he does not stand out in a bad way at all. He's doing a lot of good things out there. I think the Islanders recognize that, and he's reaping the benefits right now with this little point streak that he's got going.
It's exciting for sure. Someone asked in the chat, does he make Team Canada at the Olympics?
That's a stretch, man. You know, that's obviously going to come up in conversations, but 7 games in, you can't make this prediction of a kid 18 years old playing at the Olympics for Team Canada. Like maybe if he was playing for like Germany or Slovenia or Czechia. Yeah, but there's a lot of talent on both the U.S. and the Canadian roster. Like people are talking about Lane Hudson, and I think Lane Hudson is a worthy candidate. But who is he replacing on that back end? Right?
For who?
Both Schaefer and Hudson.
Yeah, no.
Right?
But like Travis Sanheim, or he's.
Well, I mean, Travis Sanheim, you're going to choose over Schaefer just because of his experience.
Okay.
Right? I mean, the guy played at the Four Nations last year.
And I think that's what it comes down to. I think Cooper wants his guys from Four Nations. And I think it was what? It was a 23-man roster at Four Nations, and then it goes to a 25-man roster at the Olympics. So he probably gets one more forward and one more defense, and probably a very similar.
You'd probably run I think you can 25 would give you, so 23 would give you 3 extra forwards and 2 extra D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? Interesting spot though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you go 2 extra forwards and 3 extra D to bring Schaefer in.
Good.
Right? Because I do think he is a guy right now who could be a bubble player. Like just right there.
Parenko? You think Parenko's there?
Yeah, I think Parenko's there. Yeah.
Do you think Thomas Harley's probably leapfrog a lot of people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I absolutely do.
All right. They didn't so Habs Relic saying that points sometimes get released later in the day. Absolutely. Schaefer on the assist. We'll take it. Like I said, assists in every game but one. Playing big minutes. Seattle at Winnipeg. Now, whose turn is it to point here? Because I think this is the most one-sided game of the slate. We're going Jonathan Toews for a point at plus 120. Second line, PP2, 4 points, last 4, up to 18 minutes last game, and he finally scored his first goal in like 900 days. So how much weight
That's
is
another feel-good story.
100%, right?
Right?
Yes. So how does that affect things after you find, like, how much is it a grind to, like, just like in betting, right? Like if you start off awful, you're like, I gotta, there's so much pressure on you early for Taves to finally bury one. I mean, probably an easier skating day today, no?
Very much.
Yeah?
Very much. Yeah. Because,
Love
I
it.
mean, again, there's a lot of anticipation and maybe even anxiety that goes through a player that's been off for a while, and you're trying to get your feet wet and trying to feel comfortable again and trying to bring all the feels of what game day's like, what playing's like, what being on a bench in a game is like. Now you've got a little bit, your feet are wet in that stuff right now. Now you're starting to feel, you get a goal. It's like, okay, I remember how to do this. Let's keep this rolling.
Okay, another game I don't have anything on, but we can touch on Pittsburgh, Florida. Florida also coming off that emotional game too. And the ugliest game-winning goal in the history of goals.
Oh my goodness. How does that go in?
It didn't make any sense. The
defenseman was at the bottom of the dot in the faceoff circle on the left-hand side. It hit him and ricocheted in the middle of the net.
And they just tied the game like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
That was nasty. That and it was interesting to see if they were going to give assists on the play, because I believe it went to Carter Verhaeghe, but there was a Bennett set up in it, and they eventually gave him the assist. Some interesting spots where will they give him an assist? But yeah, that's whole nice.
Don't you think this is another juicy dog?
Pittsburgh. That's what I was going to get to.
Right.
I would rather Pittsburgh at plus 165 on the road versus Florida than Anaheim at even money in Boston.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if there's a time of the year where you're going to bet Pittsburgh, it's now, because they're exceeding expectations right now, and they're playing pretty good hockey. So is this something that's going to last? Probably not. But if there's a chance to take advantage of it, it is now, because you can say the same thing about a Florida team. Like, even in their wins, they haven't looked really good in their wins. And in their losses, they look like a team that is disinterested in the regular season.
All right. Jonathan Davis is always helping out, saying Seattle team total under 2.5, and absolutely agree. Winnipeg 5-game winning streak, have not allowed more than 2 goals and have outscored their opponents 19-8 over that stretch. The power play, they have a goal in every one of those 5 wins. The penalty kill, a perfect 22 for 22. So you're starting to see a Winnipeg team, and we've talked about it before. You need to take lumps to climb over the big mountains to be a good hockey team, right? To get 16 playoff wins. And you feel that maybe Winnipeg has taken enough beatings. They have the pieces. Do you think, I know the West is tough. The West is very tough. Does Winnipeg have what it takes to go this year if they stay healthy?
Did you think they had what it took last year when they won the President's Trophy?
Yeah, well, I was a little concerned about their playoff runs for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was it, 3 years ago? Didn't they lose Josh Morrissey in
last year? Last year they did in the second round against Dallas. They lost them. But
didn't they lose them like 3 years ago in the Vegas series?
I think you're right. You're right.
So, I mean, it's a lot of coin flipping to just get things right in the playoffs and stay healthy. I think they do need a little more middle 6 help.
But Vancouver, look, I don't think Winnipeg's one of those teams that wows you on paper.
No.
But what they do have is just a winning mentality. They just they bank on great goaltending. They play mean on defense, and they score timely goals. And they get timely goals from everybody in their roster, 1 through 4. So that's the identity that they've built. That's the culture that they've created, and they find ways to win hockey games.
Yeah, they will be chasing. I mean, the West is scary, right? Like, they're gonna have to chase Colorado this year, that is winning without their number 1 goalie, right? Scott Wedgwood is out here winning every game.
Yeah.
which is I don't believe it. And then Vegas. Vegas is my pick right now for presidents, and I don't.
But they have a goalie concern too right now. Aiden Hill is on the shelf, and now they're relying on Akira Schmid to win them hockey games.
Yeah, Colorado in a better spot for sure, I think. But Winnipeg looking great. Vancouver, Nashville. One more kick at this can. Luke Evangelista for a point at plus 125. Top line, PP1, yada, yada, yada. But it's opportunity is the most thing. Blank last game, coming off a loss to Anaheim. So maybe wait. But if they did have him into practice. And Vancouver, if you haven't noticed, they're dealing with a lot of injuries right now. Filipino coming off that hit. They're talking about his career could be in jeopardy, and that's not me saying that. That's in the press. That's scary. Jonathan Lettermacki, Teddy Bluger, questionable. They just put defenseman Derek Forbort on IR, and Brock Besser has missed the last 2 games with a personal matter. Where does that affect when you just start losing bodies and don't know who's in your lineup, and you got to go on the road and take on a pretty good team? Is that something where you're just like, how, okay, let's just skate and see how it goes? But I'm certainly concerned for Vancouver.
Yeah, look, there was concern starting the season in Vancouver. It's like, what Pedersen are you going to get? What's the future of Quinn Hughes? You know, the goaltending situation there. I think they've had some surprise wins. I mean, the one in Dallas was a huge surprise where they overcame a 2-0 deficit and scored 4 straight goals to win in that one. But you kind of feel like this is a team overachieving right now. And remember 2 years ago when they made the playoffs, they had this same sort of mentality played this with this same, overachieving type of game, and they made the playoffs. And they went to game 7 of the second round and lost to the Oilers. So I don't really have a good read on Vancouver. I really don't.
I don't either. So some juggling there. And Nashville right now is riding UC Saros. And if Saros is on and he can be, that's a tough team. It's a low event team, but Luke's just in a great spot. Nothing on Carolina, Colorado, which lean on the under. I think that's going to be the tightest game of the season for both of them. But Whalers Nordiques jersey tonight in that game.
Oh, I love it. Is that tonight, the game?
That is, yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That is very good.
Very good, very good. Yes,
yeah, so
good.
I don't know where. I got nothing there. That's just going to be 2 of the best teams on each side, and Carolina's done really well on the West Coast right now, and the East should be very worried too. Kings, Dallas, let's go over here. You mentioned Dallas. Dallas not playing great hockey. And the Kings, Kopitar's down. Kemper's not very good. I just like this game to be loose. I know I've picked on the Kings a little bit. What do they got? Cody Ceci on the back end and Buddy from Pittsburgh and Marino. Is it Marino? Yeah, it might be.
No, Marino's in Utah. I think Dumoulin is the other
guy. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Dumoulin. That's exactly who it is.
Dumoulin and Ceci.
Yeah. Yikes. Dallas 30th PK. The Kings 20th PK. Both bottom 10 in goals against. Dallas 3.83. Coming off back-to-back games with just 1 goal. So I don't know. Late Ottinger, same thing, right? 3-2, but 3.18 goals against, sub 900 save. Neither team has really impressed out of the gate, but probably Dallas is more concerning because the Kings dealing with some issues at center with Kopitar.
Yeah, I kind of like where you're going with this one. Dallas, a little bit of a mess lately, and LA, they can exchange blows if they want.
All right.
Offensively. So 5.5 though kind of scares me with that total. Like, why is it 5.5 if that's what we're expecting?
I'm not laying the juice. I'm playing the 6. I'm playing the 6 at even money.
Okay, there you go.
I don't want the 20 points. I don't want 20 points. Yeah. No, I'll take a push instead. Montreal, Edmonton. What's your read on this game? Dobich is maybe one of the best goaltenders in hockey right now.
So
goes back, and
I'm doing this game, and one of my opening storylines is going to be the goaltending because Dobich has played more than Montembeault has right now.
Yeah.
And you remember when Dobich came onto the scene in the NHL last year, was at I think it was just after the Christmas break.
Yes.
And
He was
won
hot.
He won 5 straight games. And that 5 straight games totaled 10 points for the Montreal Canadiens, and it got them back into playoff hunt. And then Montreal just built on that momentum and found a way to make the playoffs. I kind of feel like where Montreal is right now and the way that they're playing, they're using this same type of dovish momentum. The guy's coming in back-to-backs. He's coming in unfavorable spot, and he's just finding ways to win hockey games for this stuff. That's all you can ask your goaltender to do, and he's considered the backup. So when you look at the schedule, I think Montreal played 61 games last year. Can't expect them to carry that much of a load this year. So on the back-to-backs, Montreal is 15 this year. They're thinking, okay, those are Dobish starts. Dobish is earning more than just back-to-back starts right now.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to have, and it's a great problem for Montreal right now because they're winning hockey games.
It's a tough spot for Montreal to try to wrangle back goalie one versus Edmonton here on the second of a back-to-back.
Yeah. And Edmonton, they're reeling. They're coming off the East Coast. First being back at home.
McDavid has 1 goal.
Bouchard's got 1 assist in 7 games.
Yeah.
So this is the thing about Edmonton. They've been here before 2 years straight. They started off slow and they still found a way. You kind of wonder if they're playing with the same Florida mentality where it's like, it's the regular season. We'll find a way. We'll get hot when we need to. Yeah, they probably will, but you don't want to get too far back, right? You don't want to exert, because remember, there's Olympic year too, right? All their top players are going to be playing in the Olympics.
Yes.
So.
Agreed. No, do lean a little bit Montreal plus 190, but probably stay away from that game. Some other angles there, just looking at the slate, you do have the Mikko Rantanen revenge angle game. That's Carolina, Colorado. I don't think
for what, 2 months that he was there.
What's that? Yeah. No, I don't know. What else am I missing? I think there was something else. Jim Montgomery. What I had it written down. Jim Montgomery gave, I think it was Jimmy Snuggerud, 11 shifts last game. There was some pee-pee whacking going on in the St. Louis hierarchy. I don't know if it was Neighbors or Snuggerud. It might have been the rookie. But keep an eye out on what they do with their skates today because nothing's really been happy. Utah's going top heavy. And outside of that, San Jose, I don't think we touched on it. San Jose Rangers, 1 goal for the Rangers at home in 4 games. San Jose has 0 wins. What's worse, a San Jose loss or a San Jose blowout? What's the worst headline? What's the worst thing that can happen in this game? Rangers getting shut out?
Yeah, I would think so. Well, Rangers losing at home again. I mean, they haven't won a home game. I think they're 0-4 at home, and they've only scored 1 goal at home. So in those 4 games. So yeah, I think losing at home would probably be the bigger story.
Oh, why did I say Mikko? Natchez. I'm so dumb. It's the Natchez game.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
wrong guy.
Yeah,
Natchez,
Natchez. It is the revenge game for Natchez for sure.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, the short stop for Rantanen really messed up my entirety of thinking of what happens at a trade deadline when you go to a place for a day. Will Smith sold me so bad last game. I was thinking about Will Smith again, but I don't know if you're going to beat Lundqvist twice because his game's on. So I'm off that game. And I'm really surprised that total's sitting at 6. Right?
Which one?
San Jose and the Rangers.
Yeah, considering the Rangers' inability to score, but this could be the recipe for the Rangers is get a San Jose team that can't keep the puck out of their net in.
If it's an Askarov start, I think that leans you on the under. I think that's your angle for sure.
It's fair.
That's it. Got to be better than yesterday. That's for sure.
Giant. There's only one way to go. That's up.
6:52 start, Chicago, Tampa Bay. I don't know what that's about. It must be something weird. There must be something going on there.
Probably some sort of pregame ceremony.
Oh, God, that's going to take 40 years. Also, no straight West Coast game today. 12 games. The latest game's 9 o'clock. The furthest one you have is Colorado and Edmonton.
Beautiful. Love it.
Gonna see how many
works for me morning people.
Oh, and I didn't get our boosted stack today, which Cole Caulfield sold us last night. Very upset about that still. Two-way scoring. I'm gonna go double triple stack. Philly and Ottawa. Going top line in Philly. Tippett, Konechny, Couturier, all PP1. And then the Ottawa stack of Stützle, Batherson, and Cousins. Right now, 11-1. We'll get the boost over at Bet99 for that one. I think that's the one I want to get some two-way action. Total sitting at 5.5. I think it goes up, so maybe some value on the goals there today. But I appreciate everybody there in the chat. Big slate today. Sorry for running late, but trying to go over a lot of things here and take a little more time. Tomorrow's a 3-game slate where somehow I'll have 72 bets in 3 games. We'll figure it out. All right. Appreciate it. Hey, first time signing up at Bet99, use the login, use the code, covers NHL. That will help you out big time. Puck Props presented by Bet99. Josh Inglis, Carlo Colaiacovo. Back here tomorrow again, 10 a.m. Thanks to the pumpers. Hit that like button on your way out. Big shout out to producer Mick as well for pushing the buttons. We'll see you tomorrow.
Can only go up. Ciao.
Scatman,